Hey, we're back with Week 6 in our Minnesota Vikings Online User Franchise, and we are about to take on the 2-3 Miami Dolphins, who are exactly the same record as us. You can see the division not looking super great. However, the Packers are 4-1. If we would have won a game where we kind of sold a little bit, Mon sold the most, we would have been able to make him 4-2, or 3-2 actually, and we would have been 3-2, and you would have the tiebreak and all that. But instead, we are several games back, 2.5 if you want to be completely exact. Don't know if he played yet or not, but this is what the Player of the Week looks like. Darius Slay winning a couple of Players of the Week so far. We didn't give him 3 picks, did we? Surely, right? I can't even say confidently, but we still have a weekly strategy, which worries me, not hurries me, because we get injured a lot in practice. Of course, Zach Davidson, actually one of our leading receivers, so definitely tells you that Irv Smith has a chance to really explode in this offense if he actually, gets on the field and doesn't explode his knee or whatever. Of course, isn't there like an injury thing? I don't think we have that, but we need to get that going. Of course, I also activated our X factors and all that. I'm going to be honest with you, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. We never get that activated regardless. And then we have ourselves a breakout, which I imagine is going to be Kendricks because he had the best game out of everyone. Also, we had injuries in general, so we're going to have to change the lineup. That's going to be fun. We'll take a quick look at his roster and, in general, the injuries of each team. As right now, we have Irv for 1 more week and Smith-Marset for 1 more week, which is ironic because, well, we have a bye week next week, which sucks because of the timing. Ogba is out for 25 weeks with a torn pec, which is brutality. Of course, my opponent here, Durant, says, "Hi, YouTube." He's going to say hi to YouTube when we expose him this game. I don't know. I can't be honest. I'll be honest. I don't know if that's going to happen. But let's take a look at who his best attack is. The running back? I don't feel like that's true. His passer rating's kind of insane, even though the numbers aren't crazy. So I guess defending the medium stuff and then attacking probably medium is going to be our goal for the week. And wow, that passer rating is actually pretty insane, right? Because doesn't that mean that's the passer rating allowed? So like he's actually killing it, if I'm not mistaken. As far as this kind of stuff goes, we have our left tackle already on there. Not really developing anyone else that's kind of young. I guess maybe Asamoah? Would that be a decent choice? Let's go Asamoah. Why not? Because Lewisine, with his speed, could probably just be the starter long-term, even with the ratings he has now. Let alone when he, progresses slowly anyways. Can't wait to find out this new injury. Who was it? It was Harrison Phillips, of course. Another new injury. Lovely. Let's do our breakout linebacker, which once again I imagine is going to be the guy. Oh, this is interesting. Because I wanted Kendricks more anyways, but this seems more dual, right? The yards probably not, but I actually really wanted it to be Kendricks because Kendricks is a guy that's going to regress a lot sooner, but that's irrelevant. Speaking of Daniil, he has an upgrade, so we're going to be using Power Move because, well, he's already got 90-plus finesse. Maybe it makes sense to get past 90-plus finesse, but I figure Power Move also gets block shedding up, so we can make him a dual-style threat guy, and we can also make his block shedding better for run defense. I suppose power blocking just for... Oh, we lost scheme. That was a bad decision. Just for the run stuff in general could be helpful. And yeah, I mean, we got to 80+ for all of that. Lewisine as an upgrade. Always going with the zone coverage, which, hey, where one scheme fit closes, another one opens, I guess, is what I would say. Wow. 70. Wow, that's really bad. Okay. 74. Oh, nice. As far as Dalvin Cook goes, I'm actually not sure what I want to upgrade for him because receiving stuff seems to be one of his biggest issues, but it would also be nice because he's so good of an overall already to get his power back stuff up. I'm going to give him one chance with a receiving back upgrade, see how good it is, and then we'll decide next time he gets an upgrade. 2 to catch in traffic, which is decent. Catching +1 is decent. Spin move is okay. Awareness is okay. I mean, I don't know if we would have got much better than that anyways. And then Bynum plays a little bit here and there, so we're going to put a zone coverage upgrade, which gives him +10 to speed. Damn it. It's only a real chance to be good. And I guess Robinson does start. Well, he doesn't start, but he plays backup snaps here and there, so power move, +10 to power move. All right, Vikings versus Dolphins, going up against these very fast Miami Dolphins. We're at Miami, which is pretty cool. In a little bit of a rainy kind of situation, but not quite actually rainy, which is, I love that. Of course, he's wearing all orange, which is interesting. And we're going to see what happens as he is running the San Francisco 49ers playbook, which means there's a good chance that we see a lot of these wide receivers in the backfield. Definitely need to be careful, but also definitely need to be careful over top because there's that speed factor as Hunter in the play there. Not going to be a loss on the play, but with that gang tackle, there's a chance he could have forced a fumble. Forces the fumble, recovers the fumble. I'm pretty sure that counts as 2, if I'm not mistaken. Where is Hills in the backfield? Could be a quick throw out of the backfield. We're going to use our Asamoah because of that fact. And we're going to be out there as he's going to get hit. I mean, honestly, if you're going to run with a guy like Hill in the backfield, you should be at a massive disadvantage if you get popped. Like, if you get popped with Hill, it should probably just be a fumble straight up. I don't even care. I don't care that you broke your elbow, to be honest. That's a curl route. Oh, in behind Gesicki. It's not really much we could have done there. We actually left that curl route for so long on the play, and we just still, even then, it wasn't even the guy he went to, sadly. Man coverage with, who the hell even is that dude? I don't even know who that is. I'm going to be Za'Darius here, and we're going to need to do a little bit better of a job there, but it's okay. Once again, we're missing Harrison Phillips, who's not the greatest player in the world, but he's definitely our best option at that position, right? Like, we don't really have a good replacement for him in this game. So, it's still a massive loss, even if he's not a good player personally, right? And underneath, we got to be Bruh! Come on, man! Like, what? Some backup tight end just breaking every tackle. What am I supposed to do? The DB, fair enough, but that was a linebacker that came up, wasn't it? After the fact, I think. Who am I? Oh, no. I got bumped by my own guy hard there. Tackle battle, no fumble. He didn't even go down right away. That's brutal, dude. With the speed of this team and the fact that he has a superstar linebacker, or a lineman, a little surprised that he hasn't won like almost every single game. Good hit by Sue. Is so far Mostert, I believe, is the starting running back, or maybe it's Chase Edmonds. 2 yards per carry on 3 different runs, which is definitely lacking, without a doubt. Let's go Kendricks, the lurk master, the guy that I thought was going to have the scenario today. Clearly doesn't, so it's kind of an L. That is what it is. Gonna try to jump this for a pick, perhaps. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I do not know what he did there, but that was a bad decision. And it probably should have been picked. Trying to bring that extra help. Dantzler, last time we made a play, we were late to the party. Ooh. Really good job by Bolden. He would have never got anything out of it anyways. And this is going to be a field goal. So, good job by the defense. Tightening up a little bit. 4-minute drive, which is actually a lot of time. And thankfully, the run game was stopped. Because realistically, if we have to actually commit to the run game, we're going to be in some trouble with the speed that team has. Waddle and Hill are just the fastest duo, maybe even in NFL history, let alone, in the league right now. So it's definitely not a fun time. Huge hit. If we fumble on a single one-to-one hit at all, I'm going to be mad, dude. Feeling on that out. I kind of like Rager here, but that's a pre-snap read, so we'll see. And that is a nice play to the big 6'7" tight end, Davidson, which is not a bad play to start this thing out. Already going pretty deep. 25 yards is not bad by any means. Jefferson going against a really good corner, but he is still Jefferson, so. And that is not a bad play again, and gains about 7 or 8. Pressure was dialed up, but surprisingly enough, picked up pretty well. Kind of interesting to see if he thinks that I have a scenario or not. One-on-one with Jefferson again. Safety, I don't know if he's going to make the play. And this is going to be a throwaway on 2nd and 2. Still a manageable 3rd and 2, though. Don't know if I like the pitch play because we are in field goal range if we don't sell. 3rd and 2. Stretch look. Guy misses the block, and he sells on an early dive. And nice little play there. I tried to, bait him out with a little hesitation move. Didn't really work. I'm glad he dove down early because that is a joke that we weren't able to make a play there. Like, the fact that our fullback didn't get him and then the tackle didn't get him is really disappointing. We kind of go away from the blocks a little bit just because he looked like he was going to shoot it. Kind of missed it, and still a gain of 2 for the backup, which is, once again, a backup carry. And as much as, some people might think backup carries having to get those are stupid, it makes sense, right? Like, you want to be able to make the league, like, forced to change things up, and that is a really good throw and catch to the 4 by Davidson, who has caught the majority, actually all 3 of our passes so far. Guy's going to have a breakout next week during the bye week, and he's not even going to play the next game. Of course, Dalvin trying to run there. Can't really get a whole lot for himself. Second and goal from the 3. We're kind of predictable as, you know, we're usually willing to, you know, throw after one failed run. And that time we went against that as we are going to run it in with Dalvin and score the touchdown. Like I said, usually we're like a run once, throw twice team, which is kind of the opposite of the league. And maybe caught him off guard a little bit. He seemed like he pulled the corner off, but he was never really, like, you know, committing to the run on the inside. So not a bad little drive there as we played it pretty safe. Got some throws in there. You know, Davidson, we threw a couple of shots in there. You know, there was a 25-yarder that was, you know, 20 yards down the field. I don't remember him taking any shots like that. So, you know, considering our offense right now, I mean, I'm okay with it. Manned up with some very interesting characters. The running back is open, but he's not going to get the time. And Hunter gets involved. I'm not exactly sure what kind of stat they're going to give him personally, but overall, that's not a bad little play as he's going to lose 10 on the sack. Let's go with Asamoah. It's a good press by us. He's going to get that underneath. Good help with Asamoah. That's going to get him most of that sack yardage back, but it will still put him at a 3rd down situation. Been running a lot of mid out of this look. Don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, I'm kind of glad the clock saved us there. I was about to say, I don't know how I feel about it against a team like the Dolphins, though. Good route running and pure speed. I mean, it doesn't take much. One slant from Waddle, a streak from Tyreek, and one of them's going to be open. So I actually kind of like this a little bit more. Ah, he took one of them. One of those players is going to be open. I bet on Tyreek because he's the faster guy, the guy that can get open technically quicker, and we were wrong. Bet on the wrong player, of course. Back out with the heavier formation, both sides. Looks like it could be a run, trying to get the ground game moving, as it really hasn't been so far. And once again, crumpled up for a gain of like 1. Harrison stepping up. And that is overthrown almost. Lewis seen a little bit too deep out there. The man in the middle, actually not terrible. It's just, once again, it's Tyreek Hill. It's just a tough situation to be in. This is the play that worked last time for him. And I baited it out pretty nicely. Lewis seen. Pretty good job there. We actually kind of tricked him a little bit as I think he felt like the cross man coverage was actually going to trick our guys, which it did. But I usered it, obviously. The tight end's pretty open, but it's a late read. Still going to get it over there as nobody wants to cover him. He could be looking for like an actual like touchdown here, but I think you have to try and stop the run. And is that Tywomen? Nice play, losing 3 yards without the run commits, which will set up a 4th and 4 field goal, which will still put him down by 1. Wow, the replacement for the injured Harrison Phillips making an insane play. Couldn't tell if that was just like a blown offensive lineman assignment or if he actually made a play, but that's a great effort, as that is, I mean, I'm not saying it's a guaranteed first down, but I sure as hell should not have been a loss of 3. I'm shocked at the outside coverage. But we do have those 2 drags on the inside. And there goes Mr. Thielen. Nice little stick move inside. Gains a little bit of yards, of course. Really haven't had the ball that much in this one so far, and we're still leading by 1, which is nice. Obviously, these drives have, you know, taken a bit of time from him. Not that we've been, you know, crazy fast, but just throwing that out there. And that's a really good throw. Thielen, once again, getting involved for a gain of nearly 20-something. I don't know. Okay, I don't know, right? When you're behind the line, the 50-yard line, and then you go ahead of the 50-yard line, things get too weird for me, okay? I don't know what to do with that. That's a pretty good throw to the tight end. He misses the coverage or the block. Tackle, anyways, allowing a gain of 12 in there. Moving pretty nicely on this drive again. The tight end looking pretty fresh, pretty sharp here. Potentially his last game as a pure starter for this team. Not really open, but we're still going to throw it, and a much better attempt by him in the user coverage. We only gained 2. It's hard to tell from his point of view what this could be, but going to run the inside zone. And he misses hard. Cutting to the outside. Dalvin Cook in for a 23-yard play. The receiving blockers were just good enough. And we will take the potential 8-point lead in this game as we're feeling a little more comfortable out here, taking what the defense has given us. And, of course, the offensive line actually blocking a little bit better this week as normally it's a bit of a crap fest. Of course, doesn't really have an elite defender for the pass rush on his side of the ball, especially with Emmanuel Ogbah out for the year. But, hey, we're doing things on offense, okay? Let the record show. Playing a little safe on defense, I will admit, but, you know, we're still making stops. We're still doing the thing. You know, we're at least holding this very, very fast offense to limited yardage. And there's Danielle Hunter, the guy with the scenario, 1.5. If he can get 1.5 more, my man's is a freaking X Factor again, like he should have been. Kind of weird for a game company to talk about how, if you're injured, we don't take away your dev trait. It's like, well, you did for him. He's obviously an elite talent, and you took it away because he's injured, simply put. Oh, it's slightly overthrown. Pretty good coverage there, though, by, you know, some guy. I don't know who it was. Somebody. This is not a bad call by him, considering if it's actually a run, we could get pancaked. And that could be Harrison. Is Harrison Smith joking with me? He's so bad. What is wrong with him, dude? I actually like usering with him, too. What's happening here? Did I change, like... Were we always red? My brain hurts. Another hit stick, but not the biggest hit stick guy. He's decent, I will admit, but he's not, you know, not that troubling. This is a busted play from the get, dude. I want a drag from Davidson. Nah, it's good pressure. Well, I mean, it shouldn't have been good pressure, but Melvin Ingram, he ended up getting it anyways. It's pretty stupid that, like, I just don't understand. Like, I might have dropped back a little bit too far there, I will admit, but, you know, O'Neal, you could see from that little mini replay, he obviously doesn't engage, and he should. He simply should, but he just hasn't. It's a linebacker against Thielen. Surely, even in zone coverage, you can't cover that. Wow, Rager, that's quite the play you got there, buddy. God damn, dude. Pretty bad play. Sack lunch, if you say so. He's got the inside leverage. Got some pretty elite corners out there. Gotta force that. It's a good pick by him, but I mean, I had to force it. Well, I say I had to force it, but he's still going to get a lot of yards back. Like, I viewed that, you know, 3rd and 18, kind of just have to throw it, but, you know, he did get a lot of yards on that, so maybe I shouldn't have. It's really good coverage there. I don't know if there was anyone open. I didn't see anyone open, but it's a dumb decision to actually force it. The tight end is so open. That is our coverage, in fairness, but still, I feel like if I don't creep inside a little bit there, I feel like he gets a lot of yards anyways. Oh, what a hit. Harrison. Kendricks was there, but obviously the main hit came from Harrison. I'll let the clock run one more time, I guess, because I do need timeouts if I'm going to try to make a drive anyways, so kind of, you know, depend on him to not make that decision, and really good job by Kendricks on the inside. I mean, there was never a chance. Put Lewis Seen up there. Smith. That's picked! Harrison actually holds on to it. There's a wide receiver chasing him. Tua's also in pursuit. Harrison's a slow boy. That is a slow boy to the 28-yard line. Good jump, and we pretty much get the ball back where he, you know, started himself, if you will. Jefferson kind of getting locked up here, which is a little disappointing. Let's change this play up, actually. Let's run this instead. Yeah, there's nowhere really to go there. Did a good enough job with the free safety to step back and not allow me to get Rager in behind. I don't know if Rager would have won his route anyways, but it's a little rough. It's a little rough. We do have 3 timeouts, so we could run it, but he does have the linebacker over the center here a little bit, so I don't know. Good play by him. I'm holding right bumper because I don't actually want to fight that. It's actually, like, not even an intention either, but pretty smart for us to get the clock moving on top of it. This is a little bit of a bait out by us. Isn't really I mean, we're kind of wasting the clock here. I'm not really too worried about it. Look at the pressure, though. I mean, I didn't see how many people he actually brought there, but smart by us to just, you know, read the field really, really cautiously, not seeing anyone open, and, you know, just taking it how it is. Dropping back a little bit. I don't want to, you know. Well, he's pretty smart. Please! That counts as a tackle. No, wait, he gained a yard. I call it timeout. I'm gonna get greedy. It's gonna end up costing us points, but I'm gonna get greedy. This is like the prime time to get a freebie with Hunter. Nah, it didn't really work out. I'll let him go to the, you know, the next quarter or whatever. But I think that was a smart call. You know, trying to get a Hunter play in there. It's a little risky with the kind of speed that his team has to be able to take off the top a little bit, but I can't tell because the medium stuff is starting to get open a little bit. I'm going to go defend the short. You would think if you're defending the short, you need to get off the ball quickly, right? Because you're like, okay, well, we're not going to be able to get, you know, we need to get there. Maybe I'm wrong. Either way, up by 11 to start the second half here with ball, and Wang Wu busts one free to the 36-yard line. Not as crazy as of a play I would have thought, but hey, we'll take it. And we're going to get a little wild and come out with 5 wide here. Jefferson one-on-one. Tight end battle. Oh, wow. That was crazy closing speed by Van Ginkel. Another kind of thing to note here is that we've probably been 5 or 6 straight incompletions, which is not good, obviously. Just about to hit Rager, too. Can't have, you know, forever. Damn, that hurts. Really do need to mix it up a little bit more, though, as we're really not running the ball. Got to start running the ball. You know, like, obviously now he's like, well, I mean, clearly this is not a situation where you're going to be running. Dalvin? He sold so hard, and we still didn't get it. Bruh, he's selling so hard on the user, and oh my god, Dalvin, you suck. Also, Kirk, you too. You put Kirk Cousins in, and he makes some of those rolls. It's like, well, does he? I mean, kind of seems like trash. Is that Dantzler, dude? No way. Good job, Bolden. Tyreek Hill is his return man. Oh, guy almost knocked him over. All right, Operation Get That Damn Last Sack is still, well, I wouldn't say last sack, but, you know, get that play in there is still under full effect here. Oh, Hunter. Oh, man, like, I get Tyreek Hill's fast, but, like, really? He's not, like, a handoff type of receiver. Like, he's like a trick play, switch, Fields type of receiver if you're going to use them like that, you know? Ooh, Harrison all over that, and actually makes him drop it, which probably actually benefits him there a little bit, so I don't know if I'm like, hey, thank God, or anything like that. Let's go with Dantzler. He's in trouble. And that's a pick for Dantzler, who might have back-to-back pick 6 games. I can't remember if he had it last week or the week before. Perfect user coverage with us as we had the running back. He used him as a blocker. I was free to roam. They call me Troy Polamalu. They really don't. They've never said that once in their lives, but I don't have long hair like him. I have nothing like Troy Polamalu. Please, Troy Polamalu, come home. I miss you. Wish he would have just taken the sack. I don't know if Hunter was close or not, but I kind of imagine he was kind of close. Defense really showing up nicely here. Dantzler just coming off of a pick 6. Going to let him blitz off the edge. Tinda doesn't look terribly open, and that could have been one more sack. And, it's so brutal. Usually we don't get away with that kind of stuff, I don't think. Got to jump over on that left side with Asamoah hard. Oh, he actually dropped it in there. Damn, Waddle's fast. Holy crap, holy. Did you see that? I didn't. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Sue was not messing around. We just brought the blitz. I didn't really care what it was going to result in. I was just like, you know what? I think he's going to run it here. I'm going to ring the blitz. And, I mean, I guess we were right. Thought it was going to be play action for a second. I was like, clearly that's going to hurt us, right? What a block. Oh, wow. That was not a good block, though, Bolden. Good job. I think this is the perfect time to run a play action play as... I mean, it just looks so obvious for a run, right? Throw it away. Job by Kirk there on the release. Coverage has been literally lockdown. Like, what can I tell you? Like, we're winning 24-6, and I know there's still a lot of clock left, so, you know, that's maybe the reason why we don't have that craziest stats, but, like, it's been lockdown. Oh, we went way too hard on that. Should have followed that center. Like, the middle of the field's locked. Streaks don't get open. Jefferson maybe gets the one-on-one beat, perhaps. We'll see. And he swats it, but like I can't throw that top left. I'm trying to get that top left. Without freeform, I don't think I get it there. I didn't even try freeform because freeform is just dog. And I get that is a big feature that they added this year because, you know, that's what you need in the game. But it's just so hard to use that it just doesn't work the way they intend it to, you know? It's like nearly impossible to use. But I get it, right? Like in real life, there's no such thing as a guaranteed throw. Even though it seems closer and closer each year that that's a thing. These quarterbacks are getting freaking insane out here. Someone needs to tell these guys to relax. Hunter in the double team. And that could be picked. And it is! Not! It was caught! What? Waddle was playing defender and they gave him the pick! I think, I don't know, it looked like he was defending. Didn't look like he was actually trying to go for like... Wow, that's kind of crazy though. And there we go. Lewis seen perfect coverage, overthrown by his, I'm not trying to, maybe I could have broken free with an A break, but yeah, that was an overthrow. That's not pass interference or anything like that. That's just so overthrown, and even Seen barely got to there. Play action. He's bringing the blitz, and we're still not going to break the freaking coverage. There you go! Nice! Good job. I really wanted it all, and I probably shouldn't have done that. Cook doing a pretty good job on the cutback, but not really seeing that kind of blocking. O'Neal's injured, which is definitely not something I want to see because he is obviously by far our best lineman. It's not even close. He knows it's a run. If I ran the play action here, we still wouldn't get any separation. Oh, there goes Ty Chandler, the man that loves the fumble at the red zone. So you know what we're going to do? Keep giving the ball at the red zone. Seems like a really good freaking idea. We're going to bait him so hard with this. We're going to cut back. So, oh, maybe not. 3 touchdowns for Dalvin today. Obviously, he doesn't have a scenario. He's an X factor. Oh, God, that was not good. I said to keep O'Neal back in. Well, that's going to be fun. What are we thinking, boys? Torn ACL? Something like that? But, yeah, you can't tell me that the coverage isn't set too high. Like, I know we have some athleticism. You know, some places on our defense, like, Seen is impossible to throw against because of how fast he is. But he should be doing a little better with the names he's got, right? But he just can't find the soft spot because the coverage is just flying, dude. And, I mean, even there, like, Asamoah could have easily stepped in front of that for a pick and just barely missed. I kind of want to use her Peterson. And there goes Zadarius from free rush on the mid. Nice. Quick throw to the outside. Good read. Still going to be pretty short of the first down. 3rd and 12 now. That is pretty good coverage. Not going to get the pick as he got burned, but we're cheating a little bit on that one. Not really letting him get past us, but not, you know, like you don't have to get out of the way of the defender. You just can't stop him. We're still running. We're not as fast as him, but we are still running. Look at Nwangwu. That's a good play by him, but nice bounce off for Nwang. Damn, Thielen's in on this. Thielen. And he drops. Of course! Gotta press possession on everything. Thielen's not a 90-plus catching receiver. Everything's gotta be possession. So fun. Fun stuff. It's actually out route with Thielen. We'll see. The guy is kind of creeping on him. Gains about 5 on Jefferson. Win a damn one-on-one in your life. There you go, Rager. Good throw, good catch. I don't know. It's probably Byron Jones, in fairness, on Jefferson. But, man, coverage has been lethal, dude. It's actually running. Even though he's bringing that extra guy, if we get to the left side, he's not going to get to us. Although he brought that guy last second over there. Good decision. If he doesn't pull that guy off of that, that's, you know, probably a freebie to that side because the wide receiver blocks him. But still, not a bad game from us. Defense is really locking up right now, though. Good catch by Jefferson as we make an in-cut there. Gain a few. Nothing crazy, though. What do I want to do? I'll run this. Pat Slanton is pretty decent. Rager, he's got the safety there, though. And that is a terrible throw by Kirk. I did throw it left, but I didn't throw it to the freaking sideline, dude. I wanted to get away from the safety, not from the receiver himself. Ty Chandler up the middle again. I'm holding right bumper. If he fumbles, I will cry. I know we're up by a lot, but it's not even just about, like, holding on to the lead, per se. It is also about doing the right thing. So in a situation where, let's say we don't have a 31-6 lead, like, how will we play? And the answer is likely trash. Oh, my God, Van Ginkel, I'd imagine. No, Siegler? Whatever the hell his name is. Wasn't fun regardless. Wheel mesh. This is a real mesh. It's a meshy situation. That's pretty much forced to go nowhere. Man coverage, man. It's crazy. I know it's not like a super unique route. You know, you got 2 streaks, 2 drags, and a wheel. But man coverage should struggle against drags, especially cross-pattern drags and wheel routes. And that's just not the case. And I know this team has some good corners. I know that. But if you look at the other side even, our corners are really bad. And we're locking down Tyreek Hill and Waddle right now. You know, like we're killing them. I'm not going to blitz with Asamoah. I'm going to have to cover Tyreek. Might still throw it. Yes, Hunter, please. 1 more. He needs a half more. I don't know if he has a tackle for a loss. I doubt it, but please. Please. Actually, I'm going to use Asamoah because Tyreek's a freak. Yes! And he forced the freaking fumble. Hunter's still trying to get up. Huge hit. He's an X Factor, baby. And I'm not doing anything special. He's just killing him right now. Oh, my God. He's an X Factor. Who would have thought? Danielle Hunter's insane, dude. We actually had to bench our starters. Might have even had to last drive, and I just forgot to, but that's not my strong suit. Holy, who is that? Is that Jason Taylor? Like, who is that? Actually, Jason Taylor out in the field. Mo Jackson. I know I can't run the ball too much or throw the ball too much, but man, oh man. That's pretty intriguing stuff you got there. I actually really wanted to try this route all game. I'm going to do it. Like I said, it's really trash. It's not good. Of course, you do have the guy kind of already sitting out there, but you know, with that sharp of an out, and one would assume a presumed run play defense. Surprised he didn't get a little bit of separation. A little something, something. Either way, 3rd and 4. Let's see what the once upon a time semi-starter can do for us. Like, do you see the coverage? It's a great play by us, but, like, it's insane. So we couldn't do anything on 3rd down, and here we are. Look at this coverage. Look at this coverage with Asamoah, and they give us the pick. Holy! The hands of a god. I don't know if he got baited or if he was like, you know what, he might sell on it. I'm just going to throw it up. But that was pretty impressive for Asamoah to actually come down with. I'm actually pretty impressed. All right, so I backed out right away, so we'll take a look at the box score from here to see how the stats went, because I don't know if it's just me doing it or what's happening, but it seems like, you know, a lot of the games aren't counting, and, you know, every time the common denominator is that I don't back out right away because I'm looking for a thumbnail and looking at stats. So, obviously, passing numbers from both teams were awful, but specifically us, we just couldn't move the ball at all, dude. I know he had troubles with that too, but we at least had a run game that did something, but you know, even then we struggled. It was really, like I said, the tight end battle. We obviously mixed the ball around a lot. Like, we did get a lot of different receivers involved, but even then, it still was a really bad game. And look at Danielle. He put up 7.5 of what he needed. 7.5. He needed 3. He got 7.5. He's insane. He's easily packing 7.5. You know what I mean? Picks for, I mean, outside of maybe Harrison Smith, who I guess we are trying to dev up because we want to get to X Factor because we're literally locked in with him for a while with this contract. You know, I guess we got picks with everyone we kind of care about. Kicking was decent, and that's kind of it. But here it is, the big one. Even better than Kendrick's because we got it. an X Factor pass rusher in Danielle Hunter. Coach, I did everything I could out there, and I hope I set a new standard for the team after today. Those guys know it's my defense, and I won't tolerate any less than excellence. X Factor, 4K XP, and probably an ability that doesn't help him at all. Not that I really care too much. It's more about, regression prevention. And he gets reinforcement. What an ability, dude. Game stop defenders excel in all defense. When they enter the zone, this ability increases their chance of defeating run blocks and disrupting catches via tackles. Ah, yeah, catches. That's what matters to me. God, this game sucks. But that's pretty much going to be it for this one. If you guys enjoyed, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PKR Plays, and GG to our opponent, Durant. It's a tough one. The sliders in the league and just the gameplay itself, everyone's struggling. Just a quick look at the stats. I don't actually know how they look across the board, but I'm pretty sure everyone's pretty much struggling. You can see 16 picks, 13, 9, 15, 24. There might be like a few players that have less picks than interceptions, as he has 7 touchdowns, 29 interceptions now. 15 for 11, 10 for 8, 8 for 6, 6 for 22. And I know not everyone's like a solid user in the league, but overall, we're all better than this. I mean, we're not great, but we're better than this. So something needs to change, I think, because it's not people being set in their ways. It's really, if nothing changes in the sliders, I can't blame people for only doing drags, slants, and, short outs and all that, because it's the only thing that's open. I mean, I have 2 really solid receivers, and I can't find anyone open. They aren't very fast, but in the grand scheme of how the game's supposed to play, route running should still be pretty viable. And, I mean, even he does have the speed, and he can't get them going. At least against us, they're, a little bit more of a capable user, at least, like, pure base intelligence-wise. We're not going to over-pursue on tackles or try to pick the ball when we're out of range too often. And, he couldn't do anything either. So it's not just us. It's not just other users. It's probably the sliders and a bit of the game itself. As there's obviously those plays where, the pass rush just gets in free because the blocker doesn't engage or the running back doesn't engage. And it wouldn't surprise me if Hunter got a few of those. So that's really annoying that's kind of the way things are going right now. But it's still really early in the league, so we can always still keep tuning things and hopefully get that going better as the league goes on and the season goes on. But in the grand scheme of all this situation, we are 3-3 after a bunch of quarterback changes, and with the way that we're, even playing with Kirk, it still makes me wonder, should we not at least give Kellen Mond or Tyree another chance, perhaps? As if you at least get a QB breakout with one of them, maybe you get a chance, you get lucky, you get a star dev up, and boom, one of them lasts longer than Kirk is going to last for this season. I know his ratings are great. But that throw power, it's going to regress. So is the passing ratings. And he's also expensive. I'm just saying. I don't know. But obviously for now we're winning, so we're going to keep him in. And we have the bye week, so a little bit more time to think, a little bit more time to heal. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!